All right, welcome to another episode of Life and Whiskey. As always, I am Jordan, and today I'm gonna this video is gonna be kind of a plea with you. I'm gonna ask for some input from people who watch this video or subscribers or pretty much anybody. I don't have very many subscribers. I think last I looked, I was at like 38. I've had as many as 39, and then it got knocked down to 36, and then it was back up to 38. I don't know if people are actually subscribing and unsubscribing, or if somehow that's YouTube or whatever. But I'm gonna ask that you guys please make the effort to put some input into the comments down below, because I want to make some changes to the channel. And yeah, I want the channels to reflect something that will benefit you guys. So let me plead my case, then I'll offer up some options, and if you could drop in the comments down below which option you would prefer. All right, so feeling a little spicy today, so I think I would like to get just some sipping whiskey here for this episode while I have a brief discussion. So we're gonna go with the Bullet Rye here, semi-symbolic, and rye, because get a little bit of spice, because I'm feeling a little bit spicy today. So, as I'm sure many people are aware, YouTube came out with another change to the terms of service agreement as of December 11th, 9th? Sorry, December 9th it was. Today is the 11th. So, and I'm going to post this video tonight, I think. And so as of the 9th, YouTube said, if you kind of are calling out some of the election BS and then disputing who's won the election or has not won the election with specific terms, they would automatically delete the video. Okay, so you know what? Let's just break this down and say, hey, you know what? YouTube is their own private entity, company. They're entitled to do what they want, sort of. There's that whole Section 230. I think it's of the communications bill. I don't remember what it is, but Section 230 basically decides or states whether you're a publisher or a platform, and if you're a platform, you're allotted certain protections, and if you're a publisher, you're allotted certain protections. And the basic gist is, if you are considered a platform, like a cell service company or something like that, you cannot be held legally responsible for what somebody says or does on your platform. So, like, Verizon cannot be held liable for what I say on my phone calls. Okay, so that's what it is to be a platform. So all the big, Facebook, YouTube, all those groups, all currently operate under that guise. But then they make publishing decisions, so they decide what content people can share, how to share it. I would argue they've always made those by their algorithms deciding what you get to see in your search categories and what pops up on their front homepage and stuff. Like, that is a publishing decision. They are deciding to promote certain things and not other things. And so now they're just flat out getting rid of content. Facebook's done the same thing, Twitter, all that other stuff. So that's one of the main reasons why I got rid of Facebook, and why I no longer participate in that is because I do not stand for people's impingement of free speech, right? So, yup, those are private entities, and they can do what they want, but not under the guise and protections that they are currently arguing that they have. And so kind of not a fan of how laws are being applied right now throughout this country. The election's still up in the air. I don't like how the media is covering things. I don't like how laws are being selectively enforced depending on which group you're a part of. I think we need to have equal protections under the law all across this land. And so, not trying to be on my soapbox here or anything like that. I just, right now there's a lawsuit in front of the courts, if you are unaware, which many people are. Texas sued Michigan, Wisconsin, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. I think they have good standing to do so, but we'll see how the courts play out on that one. And the more concerning part is 20 states have lined up on the side of the states being sued, and 20 states have lined up on the side of Texas. So now we have literally split our country in half. I think right now our state of Wyoming is in limbo. We're one of the 6 states that haven't picked a side. I got mixed feelings about all that as well. But neither here nor there. There's just a lot of stuff going on in our country right now that's kind of crazy. And at a time when information is most pertinent for people to have, the major outlets of information, so like YouTube, they're only promoting mainstream media sources, which are flat out decisively and provable lying to you, and so my people are just getting like a lot of information that is incorrect. And like the Hunter Biden story all of a sudden made headlines in the last 2 days, but that story broke in October, and you were told that it was Russian disinformation, and all of a sudden they're finding out like, oh wait, maybe it's not. So that kind of stuff really perturbs me. So need a drink here, so salute. Or cilantro or whatever you care. Prost. Cheers, because we're in America. What the heck? Anyways, that's kind of brought me to this point, right? So I have a small channel, hardly any subscribers. Do I just cut ties altogether with YouTube as my own protest, my own little statement, and go off, do something else? I've said in several videos that I'm going to try and look at alternate platforms. So I upload videos to minds.com at my channel page, I don't know what you want to call it, at life_and_whiskey. And I have not uploaded a lot of videos recently because a lot of the most recent videos, if you've been watching, are my recycled videos of whiskey reviews I've done in the past, which several videos I think I might do new versions of them just because the audio and the video were so horrible on some of those. Like my budget series has gotten a lot of views, and they're some of the worst videos I've done. So maybe I'll redo some of those at a later date. Okay, back to topic conversation. So basically my concept, what I'm asking people for is to provide some provide some insight as to what they would like. My thought is I want to take away from YouTube, right? Like I'm not getting a whole lot going on, but every view that is viewed on YouTube is money into YouTube's pocket, right? I don't like that they're subverting the Constitution. They're impinging on people's rights to free speech and whatever, even though they are their own private entity and are entitled to have their own terms of service and stuff. If you look at the changes that have been made, they have explicitly been to subvert counter narratives, and I don't think that that is healthy as a nation. It's not something I want to support, and it's not something that I feel good about. Especially this point that's been brought up that I've seen, that like states like my state have these health videos, commercials. So my state is literally paying ad services to YouTube, somebody who is subverting and silencing voices. So we have a state and public entity paying money to a private entity that is then more or less stomping on people's constitutional rights. Not a big fan of that. Don't believe in it. So I want to pull out altogether from YouTube and move everything over to BitChute. I'm currently trying to get a BitChute account open. So that's bitchute.com. Lot smaller platform, but it's growing in its ability and it's growing in its rankings, right? And the other benefit of moving over there is there's not currently a lot of whiskey review channels over there. So I'd have the opportunity to be one of the first in the door over there, whereas YouTube, I must have bad luck or something, because just as I've started this YouTube channel here in the last, this year, 2020, I think I put my first video up in February or March. I bet you there's been 100 to 200 new whiskey review channels out there that have popped up just like mine. So it's hard to stand out from the crowd. And you never know what's going on behind the scenes. If you say the wrong thing, YouTube might kind of shadow ban it, or they might remove the video altogether, or they won't promote it, or like there's a lot of things kind of working against you there, and I'm just not so sure that it's the right move for me, because I currently am not making any money off of YouTube. And as I said, maybe a month ago or a couple of weeks ago, anyways, YouTube came out and said, hey, we're going to put ads on videos. Now, I have not seen any ads on my videos yet, but I don't get any money off of them if they do. So they can put ads on now, no matter who you are, and you're not getting a piece of it. And like someday, I'd like to grow this channel to the point where I can make some money off of it. I would like to be able to support my family doing this kind of stuff. And so that's another reason why I'm trying to grow the channel, is to be able to actually do this maybe full time, and make a career out of it, while also being able to raise my son from a home. So YouTube's really great for that kind of stuff. They got like AdSense and different ad partnerships and stuff like that. BitChute does not have that capability. I'm hoping in the future they will kind of build out their model to be something similar to that, but currently they don't. So what I'm thinking I want to do is put all of my life content, which doesn't really seem to be getting all that many views at the moment anyways, but put all of my content essentially over on BitChute, and for the time being leave just the whiskey reviews and probably all the content that's already uploaded, because I don't want to go through and delete it, on YouTube. So I would continue to do just the whiskey reviews, the short, maybe 7-minute section YouTube whiskey reviews on the YouTube channel, just because it is the biggest platform. There are so many eyes out there looking at content there that it would be hard to just back away from it completely. But I want your input. Would all of my 38 subscribers I currently have follow me over to BitChute solely and then get rid of YouTube altogether, or should I leave stuff up on YouTube and just keep loading the whiskey reviews, and then take all my other content and put it all over on BitChute and use that as my main focus? And in all of my descriptions of all my videos, I'm going to start putting the link to BitChute in there. I think at present, YouTube's not censoring or deleting that. I could be wrong, so we'll find out with the first couple of videos that I do. But when I do get my BitChute account, it will be Life and Whiskey, will be the name of the channel or whatever. Yeah, so look for my content over there. This is kind of going to be my spicy FU to YouTube and all the other mainstream tech, just because I don't really like what's going on in our country, and how your rights are being subverted by people more powerful with more money than you, and most people don't even understand what's really going on with that. So we're just willing participants in something at the moment, and well, we've been doing it for about 15 or 20 years now, and well, look where we're at as a country. We're pretty much not a country anymore. Constitution's pretty much Swiss cheese under most jurisdictions, and we have autonomous zones out in Portland once again popping up. We have states that look like they're going to try and secede from the union. We have states suing other states. We have YouTube and all the other entities declaring Vice President Biden as the election winner, even though no electoral votes have been cast or certified yet. So he's legally, technically not the president-elect, even though he most likely will be. We just have all kinds of falsehoods being presented, painting out a really crazy picture, and I'm not sure where things are going to go from here. So for that, I'm going to sit here and drink my whiskey and hopefully share my thoughts with you about it. And we can do that in a way that somehow, some way in the future maybe makes a little bit of money for me. I'm not a greedy man. If I could make $100 a month, I'd be pretty happy off of it. If we could do it by pulling away money, however little bit it might be, from YouTube and other lying corporate entities, be all for it. So drop in the comments down below what you think. What should I do? What action should I take? I'm definitely going over to BitChute, and I already am on Minds. I might look into a couple other. I'm not going to do Parler or anything like that. Like, I just don't want to be that involved with stuff. Although it would be a good promotion tool, and that is one thing that's kind of hurt my channel, is like I don't have Facebook anymore, so I can't promote there. I can't promote other places. So if you like what I'm doing, if you find a video that you like, please share it with other people. Help me grow this channel by doing that. That would be great. And the comments and liking stuff and hitting the notification bell, that all helps kind of with the algorithm. But yeah, I'd be interested in hearing what you have to say about what you think would be a good move going forward. So definitely putting content on BitChute. The question is, how much do I stop using YouTube? Do I do it 100% and just go, well, I only got 38 subscribers right now. Let's say half of you follow me over to BitChute. You know, that's not so bad. That's where I was like 2 months ago or 3 months ago. So not too bad. Plus, I'd be one of the only channels on BitChute that is in that category. So I have the potential to have a lot higher growth, maybe quicker, even though, and BitChute is growing rapidly because people are doing the same thing I'm doing, kind of whipping the bird to everybody. So who knows? So please drop in the comments down below. What do you think I should do? Where should I take this channel? I would really greatly appreciate your input on this matter. As always, you know, don't sweat the small stuff. Hopefully we're not headed towards a civil war or something like that, but it looks kind of like it, since we're, you know, split up 50-50 on states here right now. So who knows what's going to happen. It is pretty uncertain times right now. No matter what happens, we're definitely going to head into a Great Depression here pretty quick. Kind of have these authoritarian lockdowns going on, so that's also another worrying thing. So yeah, not really sure what's going to happen. So go stock up on some whiskey. You know, say hi to your loved ones and keep them tight. Keep yourselves informed the best that you can. I encourage you to find multiple sources of information. Don't just rely on one news media or one whatever for anything. And you should definitely be informed with what's going on this time, because there's a lot happening, and it's happening quickly. And I think it's going to impact everybody. So with that, thanks for watching. As always, have yourselves a great day. We'll catch you in the next video, and please help me figure out what the best next move will be for this channel. Cheers, everybody.